Welcome to Goldenacre, the home of Heriot's Rugby, where I've come down this Thursday evening to watch some of the team train and chat all things Super 6 with tighthead prop Dan Gamble and Director of Rugby at Heriot's, Meikle.
My name's Meikle. I'm Director of Rugby at Heriot's Rugby Club, and I've been Director of Rugby now for on and off for about 10 years. I had a hiatus in Hong Kong. I moved over there with my wife for a couple of years and I came back 2 or 3 years ago. My role here is obviously coordinating the off-pitch side of the rugby and making sure that we have everything in place for the teams, recruitment, coaches, and making sure that things operate smoothly, which they do hopefully most of the time.
Did you come from a rugby playing background yourself? Did you play the game when you were younger? Or?
Yeah, so my dad used to play for GHK and then I picked up the game when I was pretty young. I was actually from Ayr originally, which is, so the Ayr game's always a big one for me personally, and then I played for Ayr up until I was about 23 and then moved through to Edinburgh for work and then played for Heriot's and then I've been here ever since. There's a fair bit of pressure comes from playing for Heriot's and being at Heriot's. We've got a pretty proud history and we've produced some pretty incredible rugby players over the years. Andy Irvin, the Bear, who is still here, who phones me at least twice a week to work out what's going on, and if he doesn't like it, he's not shy in telling me. So there's a lot of history, and I think we always make a big point with the guys that when you're pulling on the jersey for Heriot's, it's a big thing and shouldn't be taken lightly. And that's, whether you're playing for the first 15, the second 15, the Super 6, it doesn't matter. You're taking on the jersey and the history of the club.
How excited are you to be involved in the tournament?
I think the most important thing is the players' excitement behind it, and if you look at the levels that we've been achieving in training, we've had a couple of warm-up games against Newcastle. The team has moved to a completely new level, which is why Super 6 was implemented. We've seen a number of things come in terms of improvements in our strength and conditioning, our off-pitch. The quality of player that we have in the squad is above where we were last season, and so it's a really exciting time, and the guys just really cannot wait to get going. I like to think we were one of the first clubs to actually get on board with Super 6 as a concept, and the reason for that is that we saw it as an extension and building from the work that we'd done over the last decade and taking the team and the players. Most important thing is the players and getting them to play at a new level. So it wasn't really much of a decision for us to make. We felt that the concept works, and I think you'll see evidence that the team's playing at a new higher level come this opening game against Ayr.
Obviously the ambition is to win it. Do you think that you've got the squad that's capable of doing so?
Yeah, I think, look, we aim to be competitive in everything we enter into, so we're going to push hard and see how it goes. You really are in the unknown because a lot of teams have changed significantly. We've retained the core of the squad that we had last year. We like to think we've enhanced that, but it really is very difficult to tell. And look, at 5 o'clock next Sunday, once the full-time whistle's gone against Ayr, we'll know exactly where we stand.
Dan Gamble, tighthead prop at Heriot's Rugby Club.
Dan, can you just tell us a little bit about your rugby journey so far and where it's taken you, where it started?
Well, I started off my rugby journey when I was 5 at Kelso, playing the minis, played there from wholly through the minis, from primary 1 I think to primary 7. Then spent 3 years at Kelso High School playing a pretty good team, went unbeaten for 3 years at high school, so that obviously helped. A lot of good players around me helped. Then after that I left Kelso and went up to Meikle up in Edinburgh. Spent 3 years there, which is massively beneficial. It was brilliant. Coaching staff and everything's just so professional for being at the school. And then this year's my first year out of school playing at Harriet's.
How are you kind of settling into the environment here at
Yeah, it's
Harriet's?
brilliant. The boys are so welcoming. You just coming down to training, just chat with the boys, everybody's really welcoming. They'll come in and just shake your hands, ask how your day's been and all that, so it's been pretty easy.
And it's not just rugby, you're also at university, is that right?
Yeah, Edinburgh Uni studying agriculture. So yeah, I'm from a farm originally down in Kelso, so it's just something that I've always wanted. Ever since I was about 5, I've always said I wanted to play rugby and be a farmer. So
How's the process of balancing rugby with studying as well?
Yeah, it's good. The academy manage that really well. There's a big focus for them about people being in the academy and having something with it as well. Because if you just focus on rugby the whole time, being an 18-year-old is obviously quite hard. It can be pretty taxing. But no, it's good. They manage it very well and they're pretty understanding if you need to be away doing uni things or something like that.
And obviously you're one of the Stage 3 Academy members of the team.
Yep.
How is that process? Is that any added pressure on you, or are you enjoyed being part of that academy?
It's a little bit of added pressure just because like you've got that title, like you're an academy player, you expect to come down and be sort of like kicking on. But as a squad, they're really understanding. But like the academy's definitely helped to push on. There's little like extra fitness sessions, proper gym sessions that are planned out for you. Definitely make a difference.
And after all these weeks of pre-seasons, you must just kind of be buzzing just to get going.
Yeah, it's been a long pre-season. It has been a very long pre-season, but like the boys are buzzing to get going. We've had a couple of pre-season games that's definitely helped against Falcons and things like that. But yeah, I think the boys are definitely buzzing to get out there on Saturday. So.